Friday night, and now I'm lucky if my pants still fit right. My knees go snap and my hips go crack, but I still hit the floor and I don't look back. I put my left foot out, then I take a break. My right foot's got a tremor and it likes to shake. I shuffle to the left, then I lean on my cane. I ain't spry, but I still entertain. It's the arthritis shuffle, yeah, I'm moving real slow. My joints are stiff, but I still steal the show. Snap, crackle, pop, that's not Rice Krispies talking. That's just my knees when I get to walking. Ain't no pain gonna cramp my style. I got icy hot and a crooked smile. Got my orthopedic boots, my big old belt. Last week I forgot where I parked, oh well. I dance in a circle cause I can't turn quick. If I drop it too low, call the medic real quick. Doctor said, son, you're pushing your luck. I said, doc, this ain't speed, this is stuck. I twirled so slow, folks thought I froze. By the time I was done, they'd all changed clothes. It's the arthritis shuffle, I'm a groaning machine. Swaying like a porch swing with a rusty spring. Got a limp in my two-step sass and my shimmy. Even my walker wanna dance with me. Raise a glass, give your hips a wiggle. If it hurts, well, just dance a little. I don't need no rhythm, don't need no beat. Just a dance floor and a tube of muscle heat. You young folks can floss and dab all day, but us creaky folks got our own ballet. It's the arthritis shuffle, a wrinkled delight. We're grooving through pain every Friday night. If your knees go snap and your back says no, just to grit your teeth and steal the show. We ain't fast, but we sure ain't done. Two-stepping crooked, but still having fun.
Well, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're at. It's your old pal Grumps, and we're gonna play Minecraft. Yeah, we're gonna play hardcore Minecraft. And of course, when we play Minecraft, I typically talk about various subjects. And most of it, not YouTube. Well, there's a little bit of YouTube tossed in there, but mostly VTubers. But yeah, let's get the whole game up and running here. I just gotta wait for it to make sure it appears over there and from the live stream and everything, yeah, because you know how OBS is and all that stuff. Okay. There we go. I'm doing good. All right. So we're in our hardcore world. And I put signs down. Yeah, okay. Watermelon, watermelon, pumpkin farm, red sand. Oh yeah, I need to make more walls. That's what the red sand's for. And what we got over here, before the sun goes down, I get killed by a creeper. This is a storage and site. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. Okay. All right. I know what I was going to do now. Which one should I do first here? I mean, making the watermelon farm, well, actually, it's getting the red sand and jungle saplings would be a good idea. All right. We got a plan of attack. Well, blah, 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 blah. Okay, where do I want to go? This is the easier way so I can remember where the red sand was. Obviously, it's apparently down this way. I'm guessing it's down this way. Is it down this way? Yeah, it's down this way. And there's one of these. Pretty sure one of these had a waystone, didn't it? Did one of these have a waystone? One of these had a waystone. Or not. All right. There's a. Push mine. Yeah, I turn off like all the. Hold on. Let me just. Oh, that's it right there, staring me in the face. That's. I'm pretty good at this game. Let's see. Where are we we're getting sand from here before. That looks like to be the best place to do this. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move this way still because, no, because we actually may want to eventually go down in there. I just need to get to that red sand and dig up a whole buttload of it. Do I have everything? Yeah, I got everything I need. Oh shit! I don't want to fuck with them. Alright. Oh yeah, you keep doing you, bud. I'm just gonna go running over this way. You can just hiss and spit webs and all that stuff over there. I'm just fine right where I'm at. I don't need to get poisoned. I'm cool. All the cool kids says I'm cool. Hey, Clanker! It's nothing really major, honestly. It's just something that just like it didn't really piss me off. It's like some people just need to get like a hit in the head with a frying pan to just make the record stop skipping. That's a long way to go to say retarded, but you get what I'm getting at. You know, it's just like, no, come on, I mean, get some fucking perspective, people. And now you're gonna get political. This is like the whole. I mean, that's like everybody. Everybody wants to. I mean, everybody's talking about that lady getting shot. All right. Well, she just listened to the cops. She went and got shot. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sorry that she died and everything, but you know, if a cop tells you to get the fuck out of the car, guess what you do? You get the fuck out of the car. I'm sorry. To me, it's like that's a no-brain move there. And if he's wrong, guess what? You can sue him. Don't try to run him over with your fucking car, or at least, you know what? Even better yet, don't make it look like you're gonna run him over with your car because you're gonna get shot. You know, no, that's just me. You know, that's like, hey, he has a gun. I don't. Maybe a good idea if I do what he says. Just call me silly or something like that, but it seemed like a good fucking idea with a guy who has a gun tells me to do something. You know what I do? I'll fucking do it. Because I don't want to get shot. I'm using an axe to dig sand. That makes sense. But, no. And everybody's going off and trying to compare it to Charlie Kirk. Oh, well, when Charlie Kirk got shot, no cop was sitting there telling him to put his hands up, get the fuck out of the car, or any of that shit. He was just sitting there trying to have a discussion with people, and he got shot by some lunatic. I know. I hate to. I mean, it goes back to this, guys, with this whole, this lady getting shot and all that stuff. I said this before. If a cop tells you to do something, just fucking do it. You'll live longer. And or be in less pain because they do. The cops typically try to go for the taser first, and ICE will go for like the tear gas or pepper spray they have. Why subject yourself to it? It just seems I'm a martyr. No, you're a dumbass. That's I'm being honest. You're just being a fucking dumbass. You know you're not. You can sit there and protest, no. But don't be a fucking idiot. Don't stand in front of the cars, because guess what they're going to do? Run your ass over. Because, I have brothers that were police officers, and they will run your fucking ass over. If you're impeding law enforcement, they're going to run your ass over. I have to tell you that. This is not a big fucking mystery. And quite frankly, cops are getting really tired of being played as the bad guy. And some of them are like, if you want the bad guy, I'll be the bad guy. But I'm going to do my job. And if you don't like it, that's your fucking problem. That's a you problem, not a me problem. I'm gonna do my job and enforce the laws. That's what I was sworn to do when I took the oath to become a police officer. It's sort of like what most people who are elected into office are supposed to enforce the fucking laws, but no, we can't do that. No, we don't enforce the laws that we like. We don't like that law, so we're not gonna make a big. We don't want that one enforced. You know, if you're elected into office, you don't get a fucking choice on which laws you stand behind or not. You swore to uphold the laws. Well, in my case, America. I'm sure it's the same every place else. Hey, you know, if you take office, you swear to enforce the laws of the land. You know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, like, some of these people who have been elected say, oh, harming children? That's okay. We're fine with that. The way some of these people behave, they do believe that. And the way some of these judges act, like, they're fine with it, too. Oh, your child got raped? Oh, so sorry. We're only going to give him 2 days in jail. He got punished. So, if a cop tells you to do something, regardless if you think it's right or not, your best bet is to fucking do it. Well, I want to stand up against tyranny. The point is to be able to stand up. It's very hard to stand up when you're 6 feet under. I mean, and from what I understand, this mother who lost her child because her quote-unquote wife was abusing the kid. I'm sorry. It's just like one of those things I just kind of look and go, no. She was a mother that lost custody of her child because she decided to be with a woman, and her former husband got custody of the kids because her quote-unquote wife was putting cigarettes out on the child and leaving bruises all over her arm. So she chose her happiness and her ability to quote-unquote have a life. I've heard this before. And sacrifice their child for her own ability to do what she wanted to do. I'm sorry. At that point, I'm like going, no. I'm not saying you got what you deserve, but I'm not really that sympathetic. The whole, oh, she was a mother. Yeah, she gave birth to a child, but she didn't love the child. So what? But yeah, I do think the child would be upset that her mom died. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, I don't think anybody else should be upset that she died. And especially after what some of the stories that have come out about this woman. Oh, she wasn't trying to run it. She was going forward into the cop with a 6-ton weapon. Cars are classified as a weapon when you start driving, trying to run over police officers, and they have a right to use deadly force. I mean, come on. Hey, I get my best shit from Twitter. That's the only way I have to know what's going on. I mean, I respond to Peppa. I did a few Peppa response. I mean, how do you expect me to keep up Peppa? I mean, come on, Clankers. How do you expect me to keep up with Peppa? Teacher posts on Twitter all the time. You know? That's Sakina. Because eventually I'm going to start posting, saying Sakina marine videos going, hey, you let me join Phys Connect, I'll keep on supplying you with some post-show marine clips, you know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my career goal is to be the first male VTuber in Phys Connect. Yeah, like that's going to happen. Yeah, that's going to happen. I can dream, can I? Not gonna fucking happen, but I can dream. Yeah, Sucking Up pretty much says that he's never gonna have a. There will never be a male. Uh. All right, fine. I'll keep making dirt and get sand, asshole. Hey, JP. So yeah, if a cop tells you to do something, he has a gun, you don't. Fucking do it. Even if you have a gun, because no, there's typically like one dumbass that has a gun, takes a shot at a cop, and there's like 6 other cops around, and they take a shot at you. One of them's bound to hit you. The odds aren't in your favor. I hate to tell you that. I'm standing up for the rights of the illegal immigrants. Okay. You're standing up for the people for breaking the law. I mean, they wouldn't be called illegal immigrants if they didn't break the law. I mean, people don't think about what the shit they say. No, they really don't. No. They have rights too. Yeah, in their country. Not in this country. That would be my philosophy. You come here illegally, you don't get nope. You don't have rights. You don't get access to all these programs to help feed you and all this stuff. You don't get access to those because they're made for American citizens. Sorry, it sucks to be you, but that's life, you know. So why should American people do without? So we help people who are not American citizens. That never made fucking sense to me. Never did. You come into this country illegally, you don't get any services. And it does sound cruel, but once again, it's to protect them. It's to encourage them to come in correctly so they get rights and protection from people from taking advantage of them. I mean, I grew up in the 70s, and when illegal aliens were getting, like, no, I mean, back then, like, minimum wage was, like, I think $4 an hour, or something like that. And illegal aliens were getting, like, 25 cents an hour. 25 cents an hour. Then Reagan did something I totally disagree with and gave them amnesty and a fast track to become a U.S. citizen. Now, here's the funny part. When he did that, hardly any of them did it. Hardly any of them became American citizens. No. Now, if Reagan would have done what Trump is doing right now, to be honest with you, back then, in the 80s, I don't think too many people would have a problem with it. And there would have been a total shift in how things are today. If there was a massive crackdown on illegal aliens and made it very clear from, you say, you either come in this country correctly, legally, or you're fucking getting arrested and you're going back and you can't return until, one, you pay a fine or some shit like that, or after a certain amount of years. Now, there's political asylums, and there's the correct way to do that, too, by the way. I mean, I'm not against people migrating or coming to this country. I'm against people coming to this country illegally. Because we don't have infinite resources. We don't. Okay? And we can't help everybody. And that should become very clear. We're not even the richest country in the world. We're not even close. We're not even in the fucking top 10. I hate to tell everybody that. Not even close. Huh. Okay. And to act like we are, that we have all these unlimited resources and we can help everybody, no country's like that. No country can do that. It's just reality. Let me. This probably be the better way to do this. To be honest with you. You know, the reality is that no country can take care of everybody's problems. It's just not. It doesn't work that way. If that was the case, there'd be fucking world peace right now. No country be like salivating over what another country has. There would be no energy crisis. Because everybody would have whatever they need. There'd be no poverty. Nobody would be going hungry. But the reality is, the world isn't like that. If you don't like the way your country is, take a lesson from Iran. Do something about it. I mean, look what's going on in Iran right now. People are sick of Sharia law. The women are rising up, which, no, that's never a good fucking sign. Hey, women rising up to go, hey, we're coming for you. And that means most of that country's men are sitting cross-legged right now. And quite frankly, they're tired of it. They're tired of living under a rule of basically tyranny. Religious tyranny. I mean, there is no religious freedom in that country. They don't even accept certain sects of Muslim religion in that country. It's either their way of practicing of being a Muslim, or you die. There's no fucking middle ground. And that's what they've been living under for the last, well, it'd be like 25 years? It'd be like 25, 20, no, actually, no. About close to 30 years, to be honest with you. That's what they've been living with for the last 30 years. No religious freedom. Women are treated basically not even like they're second-class citizens. They're not even treated like third-class citizens. They're not treated like citizens at all. And some of the things that go on that country, well, if you want misogyny, if you want to say an example of misogyny, go to Iran. That's about the best way to put it. No. That's just the best way to put it. If you want to see misogyny, go to Iran. And just spend about 5 minutes there and go, yep, the women have no fucking rights here. You say it's bad in America? You don't have no fucking clue. Go to Iran, right? No, before all this shit happened. Go to Iran like 10 years ago. Women are not even allowed to go to school. If it happens, I'm going to play Iron Mouse for. They call ICE the next Gestapo. Hey, JP. Yeah. I need to stop reading chat from it. Doing okay. Just a bit of headache, but it's getting better. Okay. You take some aspirin, buddy? Yeah, I mean, once again, people are pissed off and they're getting sick of shit. And, no, Iran. Most of these people, no, common sense rules, by the way. Common sense rules. Cop tells you get the fuck out of your car, get the fuck out of your car. If they're wrong, you can sue them for millions of dollars. I mean, come on. I don't see what's fucking complicated about this. I really don't. And you try to oppress people, well, they're gonna fight back. In some cases, no. Listen, I'm not saying America is like perfect. God knows, That's never been my viewpoint. But I will say, unlike certain places of the world, you can actually criticize America without going to jail. That's a big plus, in my book. You can criticize the government without worrying about someone coming breaking down your door and shooting you. Then again, if someone breaks down your door and says, "Get the fuck on the ground," and they have M16s or machine guns and all that shit, guess what? Get the fuck on the floor. I'm not saying you're gonna live, but the chances of survival go way the fuck up real fast. I will say that. No, but it's like, this mentality, which is I'm not surprised it's prominent in America, because I've said before, it's in our genes to go fuck authority, because the way this country was, how this country was founded. I mean, a bunch of people got pissed off and said, "We're sick of this shit. We're gonna throw the tea in the bay, and then we're gonna start throwing soldiers in the bay." I mean, well, that's kind of how this country got shit going. Yeah. But no. Yeah, that's what I saw a lot on my feed, and I was just looking at that going, I'm sorry the lady died. I am. I'm actually, I feel, I'm sympathetic to it. But also, I'm also looking at it going, if you just, if someone tells you get out of the car, if law enforcement tells you get out of the car, your best bet is get the fuck out of the car. Don't sit there and try to run them over, because you're going to get shot. Don't be a fucking dumbass. Because that's a dumbass. I'm sorry. It is. Because, if someone, even for police officers, if they fuck up, stay nearby and don't. We don't do dry bushes here. Or dry twigs, or whatever the fuck that is. Go ahead and breathe in someone else's ear. Alright, I don't want these. I'm gonna get rid of these. You can't back. Oh, wow. And to me, that lady was being fucking stupid. I mean, it's also a product of thinking that you're changing the world by going up against authority. One, this is like it was in the 60s. One, it's not the fucking 60s. Not even close. Not that I was around. I was born in the 60s. I was born in the summer of love. But what y'all fighting for is not the same what was going on in the 60s. I hate to tell you that. Civil rights. This belief that, ICE is doing something wrong. No. I hate to, I'll be honest about it. And this is my honest opinion about this whole ICE thing, is Gestapo and all. If Obama would have done the same thing, nobody would have said shit. I honestly believe that. If Obama would have done the exact same thing Trump is doing right now, nobody would say shit. Other than go, "Way to go, Mr. President. That's what we want. We want tougher right." I'm like going, okay, this doesn't make no fucking sense. You just don't like it because who's enforcing it. That's it. That's it. It isn't that you actually upset these people are being kicked out of the country or anything or that. You're just upset by who's enforcing the law. Who's the president. That's it. You don't really give a shit about these people. Like most time when people are virtual signaling, they don't really care about the person they are virtual signaling. They want the attention. It's about them, not about who they're raising the flag for. That's why I'm always cautious when someone's sitting there, oh, rally around me. We're going to help these poor, misunderstood people who have fill in the blank skin color because they're too incompetent to take care of themselves. And we're going to go downtown and protest. Who already has their signs all made up? Oh, which skin color are we using? We're going with today because I got the little wheel here. We got white people. That's down on my wheel. I'm sorry. White people's down on my wheel. They're the enemy. But you're white. I don't know, and I'm so guilty for being born white. I really wish I had different colored parents so I can feel your pain, brother, sister, grandma. You know? It's just fucking stupid. These people don't have a life, or their life is so pathetic they have to try to be this activist to get attention, and all they're doing is like making yourself look stupid. It's like, no, this is not against anybody who does this, by the way. When I see I automatically, and this is bad. This is really bad for me to do. Anytime I see someone with colored hair, I was like, oh dear God, what you protesting now? Why is your hair green? Or why do you get half your head shaved and have dark, no, not dark, neon red hair? I don't get it. You think making yourself look ridiculous is going to help you? I mean, next you're going to sit there and think, hey, it'd be cool to dip half your face in Easter egg dye and walk around for like that for the next 6 months. I identify as a hard-boiled egg. The Easter Bunny is a racist because he doesn't like human eggs. Human egg, right? Human eggs should be an Easter basket. Yes, I know how gross that sounds, by the way. But it's just like come on. It's like, it's ridiculous, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone actually took up that cause. How long before the human eggs are hard-boiled? Don't worry, we got our tweezers out. Remember, honey, 30 milliseconds per egg. This one has a little sperm in it. Yes. I'm trying to kill myself with laughter. Sorry. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you, if someone did that. If that doesn't happen, let's get human eggs in Easter baskets. Yeah. With cream filling. I bet if you tell a section of society here in America that is something you want to do, they will line up to donate. I swear. Take my eggs. I don't need them. I'm planning on never having children anyway. Yeah, I could see that coming back and biting me ass eventually. Hey, I mean, come on. Oh well, there's something I really want to talk about, but you know, it's something I don't really want to talk about, but I kind of need this because I posted something on Twitter, you know. And to me, it's more about perspective of what you constitute as a bad, the worst thing that happened in 2025. Okay. As far as the VTubing sphere, the worst thing that happened in 2025. Someone released an 1,000-page Google Docs. It was not the fucking worst thing that happened in 2025. Not even fucking close. In the excuse me. A little burpy tonight, by the way. Don't know why. All I had was spaghetti and ravioli. And I got the hiccups again. But the press Naga, I guess, I don't know how to say his name. Someone who I have little respect for, by the way. Asked what was the worst thing that happened in 2029. And of course, you know, you got Cinder, no, not 2029, 2025. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Yeah. You know, yeah, of course, Cinder, V Shoujo, and I don't even remember what the fucking other one was. But and we had Linda Kowalski. Brought up, oh, only one has 1,000-page Google Doc. I know, I'm like going, dude, that's the worst thing. Not stealing $250,000 from charity, or stealing money from fans for merch, or not paying talent hundreds of thousands of dollars and not paying talent or their vendors, and 1,000-page Google Doc is the worst thing that fucking happened. What the fuck's wrong with you? You know? I mean, seriously, where's your fucking perspective? Now, I'm not really going to talk about these dramas, but it just mystifies me when people say, oh, this is worse than the Cinder's. No, Cinder's not even worse. It's not even, in my opinion, it's not even a top 5. I mean, of worst things that happened in 2025 as far as VTubing goes. It's not, to me, it's not even a top 5. Okay. Was it bad for all the attention that you got? Yeah, that's probably the only bad thing, because that was the bad thing. But as far as actually what it was about, no. There's a lot of things that happened in 2025 was far fucking worse. I mean, I'm sure, like, if you Cinder would probably disagree with me because it was actually happening to her. But on the scale of fucked up shit, not even a top 10. Not even a top 10. Not even fucking close. It's just no. And it doesn't make sense to me that people don't talk about V Shoujo enough. No. Because no, it's not. Well, I know why. It's the story. You don't have two VTubers fighting each other. That's why. If you have two VTubers fighting each other, everybody's gonna be talking about it. That's the truth. Ugh. And that's the only reason people talk about Cinder. And not to put Cinder down. But it's because there was a bunch of large names in the VTubing community that were involved, and they were it was a cat fight. Okay, that's all it was. It was a cat fight over a fucking artist. Okay, where comparatively speaking, when you look at V Shoujo, it's like going, why are you people worried about this little petty argument over here when legitimate crimes have happened? And You are worried about this shit? You think that's bad? That's the worst thing that happened in 2025? Are you fucking high? Are you fucking high? No. Not even fucking close. Here's a frying pan. Hit yourself in the head a few times so the record will stop skipping. And maybe, stop being fucking retarded. Which we'll touch more about V Shoujo tomorrow when I go into the Iron Mouse hate thing. But yeah, that's tomorrow. We'll be talking about why Iron Mouse is getting all the hate she's been getting. And this is something that's been happening over years, by the way. I mean, but it's more, it's like all the hate that VTubers got. We'll take something recent that I really haven't talked too much about, like Norosama breaking records left and right, and people are getting pissed. She's an AI. It's in her fucking name. It's advertised as an AI. You learn this now? And there's actually some other VTubers like, I can't believe you're supporting AI and you support Neurosoma. She's an AI. I'm like, she's only been around for like almost like 4 years, and you're just figuring that out? It must be a really good AI if you just figured out that she's an AI. It goes back to the famous saying, what are you, stupid? You've been sniffing the Elmer's glue too much or something? Take the airplane glue away from your nose and start thinking clearly. And they don't like the fact that she's like now currently, I don't know if it's changed recently, the top subscribed streamer on Twitch. Now that changes on a dime, because iSpeed will get it back, or Kosai or Kosi or whatever the fuck his name is. Just hey, you know what, you're not Japanese. Stop giving yourself Japanese names, okay? I hate to. I mean, yeah, I get why VTubers do it, because VTubing basically started in Japan and all that stuff, and it's like paying homage to Japanese culture. But no, you're not fucking Japanese. Stop it. Hey, it's a nickname my friends gave me because I like watching his anime. I don't give a flying fuck if your friends gave you a nickname because you like eating fucking Big Macs all the time. Don't care. Stop it. I'm called double quarter pounder with cheese. I would punch my friends in the face for that one, to be honest with you. What's your name? What's your nickname? Do you want fries with that? That's what my buddies call me. They call me, do you want fries with that? But made the VTuber go up. No. I disagree with that. I'll tell you why I disagree with that, JJ. The VTuber community went up long before the fucking awards. They went up long before. It became people stopped watching VTubers from being entertained to, ooh, what's the new juicy, what's the next drama that's going to happen? Everybody was waiting for another shoe to drop so they can get on their horses and go fight windmills. And when something legitimate requires to have like people's attention, they ignore it because I don't particularly like that VTuber or whatever. But even though these horrible things are happening to them or whatever, don't matter to me. Even though it does affect the industry and VTubing in general, I just don't like them. So it's not that important to me. Just kind of how 2025 went. It was all about, hey, what's the newest, juiciest thing that can happen so I can actually possibly maybe give a shit about it if it involves someone I actually like. You know? If it doesn't involve someone I actually like, I don't care. Kind of what it was. That's the way it was. Yeah. See, I'll be honest about it. Are there some VTubers I don't care about? No, yeah, there's quite a few. No, I don't want. Wait, I wish them all the success in the world, and I'm sure they have a large following. Blah blah blah. But I don't particularly watch them. I don't enjoy their content, but I don't wish them any real ill will. If something bad happens to them, and it's on the level, it's affecting the community as a whole, yeah, I'll cover it. And if they're being wrong, yeah, I'll sit here and say this shit's got to stop. They didn't do nothing wrong. Unless it happens to be Nux, then fuck Nux. He can go down with the fucking ship and burn. Like, I don't have a bias. I'm not biased at all. But I had to get at least one mention of his name in this. It's a new week. I think I give myself 3 for the week. Sometimes Sometimes I go over the mark. Sometimes I'm right on the mark. But yeah. But you know, it's like that's the way 2025 was. It was like everybody was looking for more drama in the VTubing sphere, and it was just not because of the fucking award shows. Just fucking people just want. They built this all up. They gave VTubing this mythical thing. Like, oh, there's no drama. There's been drama in VTubing since 2020. Okay? And to act like there wasn't, one, you're fooling yourself. Seriously, like, oh yeah, there is. Huh, okay, I was just wondering. I mean, and to act like there wasn't any drama prior to 2025, one, you're fucking lying to yourself. And 2, yeah, I hate to tell you, there was a lot worse drama that happened prior to 2025. When's the last time a whole country went after a fucking VTuber? China versus Curry Coco in Honolulu, if you don't get that reference, by the way. For something she didn't even fucking do. She just read analytics off of fucking YouTube. Get pissed at YouTube for saying Taiwan. I hate to tell you that. You fucking morons. People like drama being attracted to smell of shit in VTuber. They don't watch VTubers to begin with. Unless these, yeah, that's kind of true, Clanker. That's why I always start asking people whose their Oshis are if they don't know what I'm talking about. Out the window, they need to accept reality. Well, let's touch on this. I quite frankly, I fucking hate this term. I really do. These are the 2 terms I hate. People have been saying recently: normies and tourists. Okay, I'll say it again. We were all normies and tourists at one time. Every single one of us. And don't give me this conditions, but you have to come into the community with appreciation of whatever fucking country. No, you don't. Are you fucking dumb? Why do you know? You can watch anime without being like, oh, Japan's wonderful. Japan's #1. All this shit. You know? Okay? And just appreciate the entertainment value of anime. You don't have, no, quite honestly, the truth is, you don't have to like Japan to watch anime. You don't. Just like you don't have to like Japanese idol culture to like VTubers. You don't. I mean, that's just fucking dumb. You need to understand it's based on VTubing is based on Japanese holocaust in Japanese countries. Yes, I would agree with that. But guess what? Explain Phase Connect. You can't tell me Phase Connect is based on Japanese culture. I hate to tell you, there's no fucking way. All right, I gotta go do all man stuff. I ate dinner, took my medicine, so I gotta take a little bit of a potty break. And let me pull something up here where you can enjoy some either music or actually I got an idea. Let me see if I can find it real fast. Did I save it? Yeah, I find this really, really interesting video about yeah. It's called What Direction is Hololive Going In? This is a really, really interesting video. I do want to talk about when I get back, but I'm going to let you guys watch it here real fast. Because if you haven't seen it...
There have been a decent number of graduations from HoloLive and other corporations. Many are...
All right. Let me get the video up. I watched this and I was like, one, it's a really good video. Two, I don't agree with a lot of things he says. All right, but I've watched this, so I'm gonna let you guys watch this, and when I get back, I'll be back before it's done playing. But there's a lot of interesting theories and stuff that he has going on here. I think you guys will actually find this very interesting. And once his channel is called Bite Me Universe, and What Direction is HoloLive Going? And I'm gonna have to speed it up so I don't get in trouble. We'll speed it up to 0.5, and I'm going to turn it down to like right here. Okay, you guys watch this. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Claiming that VTubing is dying. And VTubing...
Oh, I didn't speed it up. I slowed it down. All right, that's not good. Okay, there we are. All right, go ahead and watch this.
is over, and that the company going public, or the way management is handling things, is the cause. Okay, it was for Bishoujo. I'm here to give you other more likely possibilities so you stop parroting each other. There are many reasons people move on from their corporation, and I covered most of these in The Death of a VTuber. And two of the largest reasons have probably been in relation to burnout or contractual differences relating to pay or workload. The largest thing I'd like you all to keep in mind is how we've been waiting for someone to graduate for a period of time now. 2023 was the tail end of the honeymoon phase of VTubing. It was the peak where the number of people joining and staying was at its most stable compared to the number of graduations. This is because VTubing was still in its infancy. There are more people jumping on than going on hiatus or quitting it entirely. The large creators we know and love had a handful of years on them, some more than others. Nothing out of the ordinary for the current average of a VTuber in a corporation. We lost a few of the original VTubers, but it was to be expected with the heavily changing landscape as we started to discover new ways to push the medium. One of those was streaming. At the beginning of 2024, we had a few graduations from older talents that increased as the year went on. When corporations have massive rosters, you cannot expect the talents to stay in the industry or the company forever. Creators move on. They change their style of content. They go different places and head in a different direction. Not everyone will stay at the same job forever. VTubers choose to announce their entrance and exit, resulting in a frequent event we often see in our feeds. I believe you should stop looking for someone to blame and understand that as time goes on, people move from company to company, from job to job. It is a good thing that someone chooses to move on from their past and explore new options. New content can be created, new skills learned, new perspectives, and maybe a better work environment. If we exclude Mano Aloe, who was wiped off the company roster, and Gargura, for reasons I'll discuss, the average HoloLive talent graduates from the company after 1,344.25 days, which happens to coincide with the number of days Nanashi Mume was in HoloLive, 1,344 days. Interesting coincidence, not important. That is over 3.5 years at the company. There are 40 talents who have roughly 4 or more years at the company, and 26 who have less than 4. If every single talent was to graduate this instant, that average would increase, especially with Tokino Sora, Roboko, Hoshimachi Suisei, and Sakura Miko completing over 7 years each. Azuki is almost at 7 years, and will hit that in November. This next part is not a measurement of someone's worth as a talent at the company. A talent can go on an extended break, hiatus, or slow down their activities, and still be a great talent or creator. A lot of VTuber contracts require the talent to stream at least 3 times a week for a minimum of 2 hours. If someone is short on this requirement, then something is off. It could be school, family, health, and vacation related. Disclaimer: This is pure speculation based on a pattern we can currently observe and an exploration of possibility to provide a different angle on the recent graduations, instead of the only parroted thought from Twitter that Cover deciding to go public led to the recent graduations. My goal is to achieve a logical explanation based on the events around HoloLive as a company and a talent's content. This is what makes the most sense to me. It might not be the truth. Gar Gura's graduation has been a long time coming, and many were expecting it much sooner. In 2023, she streamed to the public a total of 32 times. In 2024, she streamed 29 times. She has streamed 8 times at the announcement on April 16th, the same day the script was written and the frame of reference we will be using going forward. Gura received a 2.0 model, 15 streams, and a winter outfit 9 streams before this announcement. Many people have obtained a new model just before graduating. However, Gura received that 2.0 model 7 months prior. If we remove the winter outfit stream, that's 2 streams a month. Compare this to 2022, when she streamed 110 times. It seems like she got burned out. If you are trying to factor in the unarchived karaoke, it is not significant enough in the last 2 years. She sang once to everyone and 3 times to members in 2023, then 2 times to everyone, 2 times to members in 2024. Tacking that onto her stream numbers does not adjust it much. She still streamed 1/10 of the year, and I would wager some of it was required due to a group event like EN Recollection. I say required because I would like to argue, and this is pure speculation, that Gura had graduated during her contract negotiations around her 2nd anniversary. There is a gap in streams between December 7th, 2022 and February 11th, 2023, where she could have graduated. Her first stream of the year was titled I'm Back. We are not counting the HoloLive Mario Kart Cup of 2023, where she did not stream, speak, or make an appearance. I suspect management had her account or renamed their account and played for her running in a mid-bracket to avoid interviews, or Gura decided to throw. So why did she come back? For the next stream on February 17th, where she announced her merch milestone for 4 million subscribers. After that, her next stream was the official 3D showcase on March 2nd, followed by Our Bright Parade, HoloLive's 4th Fest, on the 13th of March, 2023. By the end of 2023, she streamed, as mentioned earlier, 32 times. After a gap, she would usually hold a stream shortly before a sponsored or large event. I say could have graduated during the gap because this may have been when her contract was up for negotiations, and they could not release her back in September when she had a Sonic Frontier stream on November 14th, possibly an under-the-table sponsored stream for a game that just came out. They could not have announced her graduation around that time because it would have been negative PR for Sonic, so they had to push it off. Another reason they had to possibly push it off was for that official 3D showcase, delayed.
Okay, a lot of things he's brought up so far as why Gura didn't graduate way back in September 2023. There's a lot of assumptions here. All right. And a lot of things he just plain got wrong, because obviously he was not that big of a Gura fan and didn't watch that many of her streams, or didn't watch all her streams like certain somebody that is a grumpy old guy who had a habit of watching all his streams while he was sitting there getting a needle shoved in his arm and all this shit. But anyway, give me a second. A lot of reasons why Gura didn't stream as much as other people. Well, she was sick a lot. All right. And simple fact being, which is something she talked about, was that she was under a lot of pressure. Some by HoloLive or Cover Corp, and some by the fans. You know, when are you coming back? Where are you going? Where you been? Blah blah blah. And some that a lot of it she put on herself. You're the face of the company, Gura. You're the face of VTubing, Gura. You know. Okay, he doesn't really go into that. All right. And then the company switched to this, hey, we want to be an idol company. We want to make idols, which if you look at the most recent generations of HoloLive, they're geared to that whole idol type thing. A bunch of singers, they're working, especially on the JP side. Not JP, but JP. Good night, Bullocks. But HoloLive on the JP side is leaning very heavily into creating a virtual idol group. That's kind of way HoloLive was. That was the original intention of what Yago wanted to do. Wanted to, create a virtual idol group. Didn't work out exactly the way you wanted to, but in my opinion, it worked out a lot better than what he wanted. He created a massive entertainment company. So you can have, listen, guys, I don't fucking sing. And short shit don't fucking dance. Okay. But this, I also like, there's some, members of Hololive, current and past, that weren't comfortable doing concerts. They weren't 100% comfortable singing and dancing. Okay, you ever watch Mume? All right. Mume was fine with singing. Dancing wasn't her thing. She didn't particularly like it. Okay. You ever watch her when like, oh, they're doing those dances? I'm not saying she was bad. You could just see that her heart wasn't into it. That's what I'm saying. She was like, I don't really want to dance. I just want to stand here and sing. I mean, move around the dance. I don't want choreograph. I don't want to be, hey, do this dance, do that dance. She came off like she didn't particularly want to do it. But she did it because, it just seemed like it was something that she was obligated. Okay, because she was the second gen of Hollow EN, and back then they weren't really pushing the whole idol thing. Just go out there and stream. We'll do some covers on the stuff like that. And what happened is like the direction of the company. Well, if you have been doing something a certain way for 2 years, steady, and regardless to how many subs you're connecting with people, your sub count is going up, and all this stuff, and he's implying they didn't want Gura to graduate until have someone else that was close to 4 million. It's not just the sub count; it's the name recognition, right? Now, Marine has name recognition here in the West, but it was not as strong as Gura. All right. It wasn't. And for quite, let's be honest, it's still not on the same level as Gura was. Hosho Marine is very popular. I'm not taking anything away from her. I think she's funny as hell. I like watching her videos. I'm not a Sakura. But let's just say she's not Gura. She doesn't have the same reach or the level of because if you hear Gura sing, you'll know it's Gura. If you hear Sakura or Marine sing, it may take you a second or two. And she's put out some bangers too. Yeah, I would play for y'all, but Hololive will shut my stream down because they're a bunch of bitches. But like I said, yeah, I had to make my own cigarette. There's a lot of things, and I know I'll finish playing this a little bit later, or maybe even tomorrow, because I want to get back to Minecraft. But I would highly recommend that you watch this because it's a fascinating video, and I'm not saying he's wrong. I just say I disagree with him. Okay, for the reasoning why Gura lasted as long as she did, and the reason why she took breaks and all this stuff. I mean, there was a lot of things that's left out of this, like she's been sick for a while. Okay, but. And if you go through her past life, I know it's a big fucking no-no. It happened in her past life too, prior to being Gura, that she used to take long breaks because she got sick. This type of behavior is not new for Gura, or the talent behind Gura. Put it that way. All right. But let's get back to Minecraft. I'm sure y'all want me to get back to Minecraft because that's the reason why you're here, is to see me play Minecraft, not sit here talk about VTubers. Right? Right. Alright, what was I doing? I was doing this. I got a lot of fucking sticks. I don't need that. Do I have more? Oh. Can't. No, I don't need that. Put that there. I can go here. Can I make another? Yep, I can make one more. So we can do that. I'm going to toss you in there. Boop, there you go. All right. So I can extend these walls out some. All right. That seems a little off balance to me, but hey, whatever. Yeah, make some walls. Walls are good. It keeps the creepers away. Nope, nope, yep. Oh, I need to get jungle saplings before I do this, by the way. Do I? I gotta double check there. I thought I had jungle saplings. Kind of hard to tell. Especially with the... Hey, kitty. Meow. Yes, I do. I gotta do that. I gotta get jungle saplings before I put these walls up. Hi, horsies. Fucking cat. Alright. Nope. Alright. Let's see. Oh, no, I didn't want that. I need to do this. Should I have jungle close by? There's a forest. Run, forest, run! I thought there was a jungle someplace. It's a swamp. Well, getting close. Being right, kind of. Oh, there's a little bit of jungle there. But I don't have a waystone down this way, do I? I don't think so. Thought one of these had a fucking waystone. To be honest with you. When did these have a waystone? I felt like I had a waystone like either one of these or one of these. Is it? Yeah, because... yeah, because I had it because of that. Huh. Where's this at? I mean, she's sort of close. Where's my vote? Let's go back to home. Where's my vote? Oh, there's my vote. Over here. We need a vote. So we can get some jungle saplings. Then we can start working on the walls here. I didn't want to get a boat. I want the boat. There we go. Am I talented enough to do this? No. Okay. But like I said, we'll watch that video probably tomorrow after I get done talking about RMLs. You know, but I want to go south, don't I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I want to go south. I'm gonna go that way. Pretty impressive that this sucker's so close. Hold on. Let's be smart. Let's be real smart here. No, we're gonna leave that behind. And we're gonna put you over here. Okay. Go have fun. Go play with your friends. Well, it lets you out too. To be honest about it, I'm surprised there's not coming around here. Right there. Right there. No. Oh, they're all down there. Oh no. They're over here. Okay. Come on. Come on. Get there and get them. Thank you. Get them. Thank you. I'm gonna go this way. Poop, 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 poop. Yeah, yeah. Here, have an egg. Oh, jeez. Leave me alone. Yeah. It's a good thing I, let the golems out. Let them play. They get along so great, you know? The golems and the pillagers, you know? Yeah, they fly high. Yeah. And it's like, it was like a slight in talking about it. It's like 2025 was like, people say this was the worst thing, that was the worst. I know VShojo topped everything. Crime, mistreatment of talent, not paying vendors. It's like, it's kind of hard to fucking top that. Not paying fans. Not taking the fans' money and not getting their merch for them. I mean, that's pretty fucking low, you know? Oh, but these people over here are sitting there bitching, complaining about each other. That's much worse. Are you fucking high? Perspective, people. Perspective. With the possible exception of Takahana, there was no actual legitimate crimes committed compared to, speaking of, to like the shit that V Shoujo apparently did. What? Okay, I'm going the right way. Right. Yeah. Yeah. There's Will and Match right there, yeah. Oh, remember, no, I didn't. Okay. All I want is some jungle saplings. I just gotta travel a little bit to get to them. Give me that. Hey, that was pretty good. Because I'm the reason why I went jungle saplings. I'm not. I know I want to use pale oak in building my house. I'm not sure in what way. I do like the jungle doors. I think they're one of the cooler looking doors. I mean, if I get down to it, I like acacia a lot because you can actually see through the door. But I'm trying to come up with a design that definitely doesn't use oak. I mean, I kind of like using birch for the floors in my builds, but I'm still, kind of working at this design of where I have what I want in my head, but bad part is it requires me to go to the Nether to get some blackstone. And before I go to the Nether, I want to have diamond armor. Prop 4 diamond armor to be honest with you. And I don't have that right at the moment, unless I go caving and get villagers and all that, and that's kind of like put me in a bind a little bit. Because there's a certain thing I gotta do in order to get villagers. Like you capture a zombie, get them infected, curing them, and all that shit. So I can't really do it the easy villager. I can't fucking cheat in hardcore. I can, but it's kind of the point of not going that route in hardcore. Oh yeah, oh wow, yeah, we got ways to go. So just go strictly south. Let me go this way. But obviously there's a mine over there. So yeah, I mean that whatever is discussed, and that now I got a guy who got in trouble for like exposing VTubers' past lives, and was on the cusp of like showing VTubers' faces. It's like, and people are like saying, "Oh, he's cool," and everything. No, he's not fucking cool. He's not fucking cool. He was pretty much like kicked out of the community for a little while. And granted, he was doing it on his Patreon, but at the same token, he shouldn't have been doing it at all. That's how people discover who Guro's past life was. It was like people like him. And it's getting fucking cold in my room. I need to turn the heater. Too hot today, so I put shorts on. Now it's getting too cold. I probably need to put pants back on. I'm actually wearing shorts. Granted, they're pajama shorts. Look at all these fucking... Yeah, berries. Was Mume here? But like I said, there's a lot of good things going on in the VTubing community. Sachi's back, which granted she's not talking, which given what's going on with her voice, which is understandable. But she's back, she's drawing, and she's having fun. She's doing what she wants to do. Which, good for her. Way to go, girl. And You go, girl. I can't believe I fucking said that. Hey, I'm just trying to sound hip. I'm 57 years old and using terms from the early 2000s. Yeah. But hey, look, I'm cool. I can say you go, girl, and actually know what the reference means. Yes, I'm amusing myself by using terms that I have no right to use. But sheep. Meh. 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 But I stun locked myself. I'm sorry. I hate when I do that to myself. I can't believe I fucking said that. I just like I stun lock myself and lose my train of thought. Oh look, a swamp. The world's smallest swamp. Perch. What was I talking about? Had to hydrate. Sorry. Maybe it helped with my brain power going on. What else? I mean, I briefly touched on the shit going on in Iran, and so it's not so really all that surprising to me that that's happening. When you oppress people long enough, they'll eventually just rise up and take you down, which, not to be that person, it may happen here in America soon. It seems like the rhetoric here in America is getting a little bit out of fucking hand, in my opinion. You know? We got this little movement, this little thing going on that people want to be sympathetic to criminals. Tell you what, if you want to be sympathetic to criminals, no. Why don't you go talk to the victims? Oh, he's misunderstood. Oh, yeah, that's why he had to stab that person 38 times. It's just because he's fucking misunderstood. Or he's mentally he has mental problems. Oh, well, maybe the Democrats shouldn't have gotten rid of the mental institution, so could have gotten fucking help. I mean, everything that people come up with, I'm kind of like going, dude, you need to get a fucking history book or trace back to who caused all this shit. But we just want to we care about them. Yeah, okay, you can care about them as much as you fucking want. I'm not saying that you can't. What I'm saying is, maybe care about his fucking victims. Okay? Nobody should have to worry about getting on a fucking bus and getting stabbed in the neck. How about that one? Let's start there, okay? Let's start there. That sounds like a good idea to me. You know? Let's start there. Nobody should have to worry about walking down the street and getting hit with a brick. It's just call me silly, but I just think that's a good fucking idea. Yeah, it's like, hey, that's not. Let's worry about that one. Let's start there. No, it's called public safety because it involves the safety of the public. Okay, it's not called criminal safety. Because no, quite frankly, fuck criminals. Who gives a shit? You actually care about criminals so much, it kind of makes me want to look at you going, Why? Why you care about this child predator so much? Do you have inclinations in that way? That's a legitimate question. Hi, doggies. Are you gonna kill the cows? Or are you trying to go after the bees? I don't know. Yeah. I mean, this is not really a political thing. It's just like what people say about things just doesn't make sense to me. It's just like going, "Oh, we should be more understanding. He's sick," and it's like, no, okay, no. He may be sick, and look at like a preteen girl and go, "Ooh, that's sexy." That tells me he shouldn't be out in public. Or he's sitting there talking to like 55 voices in his head. Once again, he shouldn't be out in public. You know? He's a danger to society. Maybe a good idea to get him help, make sure he's properly monitored for his own good and for the good of society. Listen, I'm not saying that they need to be holed up in a mental hospital for the rest of their life. What I'm saying, yes, there should be something in place where somebody is going, take your fucking pills. You can't leave this fucking house until you take your fucking pills. You know? If you're sitting there hearing like 45 voices in your head, yeah, you need to, you do need help. And I don't mean that in like shock treatments and all that stuff. What I mean is like, you need someone to sit there and say, okay, don't go out today because you're going to hurt somebody. And if you do, well, guess what? You may get a needle in the arm. Because at that point, you're beyond help. Are you a pig? Yep, he's a pig. That's one fucking hairy pig, I tell you that much. But and it's like, oh, poor this, poor that. You need to understand this. No, I don't need to understand shit. That's what you need to understand. I don't need to understand shit. Hell, I'd rather understand my shit than your shit. You need to no, I don't need to sympathize with anybody. Okay? I don't. No one does. And I mean that in a non-psychotic way, by the way. You need to feel, no, I don't need to feel bad for anybody. I hate to tell you that. No one does. Especially that someone like stabs an old woman on the fucking subways. You want me to feel bad for that? I feel bad for the old woman. And her family. That's who I feel bad about. For. Not that fucking guy who wielded a knife. But he's sick. Well, guess what? What? You're black. Uh-huh. That's one. I never seen that kind of dog. My nose is itched. That's like, come on, people. Stop being fucking stupid. Oh, by the way, I know Minecraft fact. Does my job suck, or do I suck at my job? Grumps, really living this. Does my job suck, or do I suck at my job? What's your job? Are you a vacuum salesman? Spreadsheet miner. No, you don't suck at your job. You're just mining for facts. I can play that game too. Jesus Christ. Maybe I should have just like cheated and just teleported. You know? All I want is some jungle saplings. I can't believe I didn't get some while I was down here. If I go back and I find jungle saplings in a chest, I'm gonna be pissed. By the way, probably because it would have been like smarter of me to look for it to begin with. Just saying. But I'm already down here. Beep bop. Beep bop. Beep bop 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 bop. Beep bop bop beep bop 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 beep bop 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 beep beep bop 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 beep bop 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 beep 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 bop 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 bop. What the hell? Okay, whatever that means. Row your boat gently down the stream. What else do I want to talk about? Why do I... How come I didn't see none of these waystones? Yeah, I got waystone. What? Hmm? Let's head this way for a minute. It's got a waystone over here. I'm going to check it out real fast. Is this home? There's a waystone here. Is there actual waystone here? There's also, like, that. Too. Let's go ahead and get our jungle saplings. Which reminds me, I probably should make another axe, you know, because this is like ready to break. This puppy seems like a good one to chop down, doesn't it? Doesn't it look like a good one to chop down? Yeah. Alright. Alright. Maybe I'll get all my saplings out of this one tree. Doubt it, but we can dream, can't we? Oh, or 6. Oh. It says, I don't know. Oh, there it is. Well, that's 6. Huh. That one looks good. Go ahead and chop that one down. Then we can go. Hopefully, let's clear out a few of these. There's a lot of freaking apples on sticks here. Tell you what. Huh? Well, that's good. They're 12. That's all I really need. Because that would give me 3. Yeah, that'll give me 3. I'm good with that. All right. Backpack. Put that in. 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 Nope, I don't want that. Nope, I don't want that either. You guys can have all that. You can give me that. And we can go row a boat for a little while. Where do I go? We want to go around this bend here. Alright. What else is going on? That's not having to me deal with politics or talking about old VTuber shit. I wouldn't mind talking about the Iron Mouse hate stuff, but I want to save that for tomorrow, to be honest with you. Yeah, because I put it on schedule. It's on the schedule for tomorrow. Oh, that's right. I want to talk real fast about. I think I can get Cyberpunk to work on stream. The problem is, I got it to work because I tested out through Discord. You can stream. No, most people know you can stream through Discord, or do like a simulation of a stream or whatever you want to call it. And it seemed to run fine. I had to roll it back. I had to go back a couple updates for it to work correctly. Problem is, it killed all my fucking mods. All the mods I used to cheat and all that, it killed them. It gave me extra content and that kind of stuff. No. So I'm like going, okay. This sucks. You know, but I think I can finally stream it. And I was going to stream it today. That's the reason why I updated the schedule, but I didn't really get it working really good to maybe around 3 o'clock or so. My time, 3 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock this evening or this afternoon, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying. And in turn, I'm going to go check out that room in Portal real fast. But it's a biggin'. But I didn't really feel, because if I had my choice to do Minecraft or Cyberpunk, and you know Sundays has always been like a tradition of doing Minecraft, so I went to play Minecraft, and I may try to figure out how to work in Cyberpunk in my schedule. It could be like on Tuesday, where I just got down as a game day on the schedule, or possible collab, because no, me and the kid tend to collab on Tuesday. Oh yeah, all right, yeah. Yeah, it's okay. We got one piece of it. obsidian, which, you know, maybe I got more well, if I just get the ice bucket challenge, that means I have no obsidian back at base. Which I do, that means I do need a diamond pickaxe. I do not want to go caving for a diamond pickaxe because I'll die in a cave, and I really don't want to start another world and still try to get to. You can go away. You can just go away and deal with that. Excuse me. Get the fuck out of my way. Ah, shit. That wasn't good. There we are. Brr. But yeah, I want to start playing Cyberpunk on stream. It's like Cyberpunk and Mass Effect are my two favorite games. They're the most enjoyable games I play. For me. I don't know for anybody else. But if for anybody else, if you disagree with me, start your own fucking channel. Yeah, sorry. The cold is getting to me. That's what's going on. I don't have a cold. It's just cold temperatures are getting to me. So it makes me cough a lot during this time of year. We do have a cold front coming through, which kind of sucks because I got to do my walk tomorrow. But I can dress warmly. Don't worry. Good old Grumps will wear multiple layers before he gets ready to. Wow, this is a big fucking hole. I can tell you that much. Look at the size of that thing. I'm sure it was kind of over by my base, but whatever. Ooh. Nothing there. Moo. 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 Oh. Ma. Moo. Yeah, I talk to the animals. I'm sorry. Let me up. Look, armadillo. Yay. I'm so excited about armadillos. It ranks up there being excited for multiple different colored dogs. Yay. As you can tell, I don't give a flying fuck. Oh look, it's a different color palette for a pig. Wow. Awesome. Oh look, a different kind of cow. Oh, it has horns. I bet that took several months to put fucking horns on a cow. As you can tell, I am not impressed. Instead of like doing something with the fucking end, we're just gonna fuck around with animals. I mean, seriously. Oh, we're gonna make it hard. We're gonna tell you, hey, if you go to this swamp, you can get mending book from the librarian. But by the way, there's no villages in swamps, so fuck you. But you're just gonna have to, take two villagers from a nearby village that may be a couple thousand blocks away to the closest swamp and breed them, and then you can have a librarian villager that will eventually give you. As you can tell, I'm just kind of like going, okay, you're just fucking ridiculous, Mojang. Oh, it was there. Fuck. Never mind. I screwed the pooch on that one. All right. Please don't make me. Ha ha! Didn't have any. I just wanted to check. That's all I wanted to do. No, I don't want that. Boop. Boop. Blop. Okay. Oh, there we were. Nope. Okay. All right. Let's go. Oh, Jesus, I got a lot of sticks now. We'll just leave a stack in there. And we'll take that out and get that down. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. No, I didn't have jungle wood in here. Okay, I wasn't going crazy. Nope, I didn't have no jungle wood in here at all. I'm just going to toss you in here just for now. No. I want that down here. No. There we are. Where's the sun? All right. Sorry. I'm not sick. I'm just the cold air makes me cough. That's all. At least I hope I'm not sick, because I can't fucking tell if I get sick. Especially if I get a cough. No, I cough all the fucking time. It's kind of like redundant. Why hasn't these other two grew? Or grown? Ugh, sorry. Yawn. I did an early stream today. What the hell? Fine. I'll put you someplace else. You should be, we'll do this. Put two here and take you two. Let's see if that causes the tree to grow. What's this? What's this? Alright, let's see what we got. Maybe we'll get some free wool out of this. Would be a good idea to do this. Alright. Get this down, get that down, get that. How did you manage to do that without eating the bush? Granted, I don't like eating bushes too. Ah! I said, let's just leave that joke dead and buried. Because that's just going to get myself in trouble. I already know I'm going to get myself in trouble with it. Alright. Here we are. Nope. What the? That's good. I didn't have to worry about it. And of course, it's freaking raining too. Alright. Oh, I didn't plant. Tell you what. Yeah, we'll plant this right there. Okay. That's far enough away. Wait for those to grow. In the meantime, we can probably start working on our walls. Oh, by the way, I thought I had my sleep pattern fixed, but apparently not. As you can tell for all the yawning I'm doing. Does this freak your eyes out when I do this? Yeah, please tell me if it does, because I trust me, I'll never ever do it again. I will never do if it freaks your eyes out. All right. I really hate the freaking rain in Minecraft. Typically, when it starts raining like this, I go caving, but we know my luck with caving. All right. I'm tired of playing Minecraft. Being honest with you, I'm kind of tired of playing Minecraft. Oh, I gotta go back into that world, don't I? Let's see. How close are we to 100 days? Day 80. So that means, yeah, that's pretty much probably a good place to stop, because I got to get villagers, and I got to build myself a storage area and a house, and that pretty much going to take up storage area and house is going to take up 10 days. Villagers and all that, great. I could pick. I don't have to get the rail system and all that stuff for villagers, but I do have to get a zombie and all that to infect them and cure them. And I definitely need to go into the end to get all the stuff I need to create potions of weakness. So I kind of I think, like, if we can get the house and storage area built by 100 days, I'm going to say that's a success. But I do need to go caving to get diamonds and all that stuff, and I don't want to do that until after I get 100 days, because I won't feel so bad after that, because I actually make the achievement get to 100 days. So yeah, that's kind of why I've been like not caving, because I actually do want to get to 100 days just so I can say I did it, you know. But you know, probably watch that tomorrow if I remember, because I will be focused on the mousy stuff tomorrow. What's going on with the world today, boys? Yeah, it's not gonna be too long of a stream, by the way. I am kind of tired. What we got? Let's see. Anything of interest here? What's the description? Let's see who's doing what. There we go. Thank you. Henya's playing Resident Evil on PS2. Ooh. Polygons. PS1 polygons. Tema. Alright. Anybody else? She streamed for 8 hours? Kiara, come on, girl. You need to give yourself a rest. I don't know about Final Dispatch. I'm just being honest about it. I know it's like some kind of superhero game. Fuck off, Xbox. I know it's some kind of superhero game or something like that, but I need to block it. I just need to remove Xbox from my fucking computer. Fuck off, Microsoft. But I'm going to unsubscribe from Hero Hey. Anybody who keeps on talking about Hassan, I unsubscribe. Not because I'm not a supporter of Hassan. I just don't fucking want to see it. I just don't want to see it. He doesn't interest me. I don't fucking care about him. And I don't care what he has to say. It's just that simple. I just don't fucking care. No? And people prattling on about him all the fucking time. It's like going, what, it's a slow news day for you? Is that all? Just a slow, I got nothing to talk about. Oh, we'll talk about Hassan. Yay. I'm not a robot. I may play that next one. Next stream. Actually, no, I can't play that for the next stream. All right. And we're gonna go to the worst place in the world, Twitter, and just take a quick perusing, or unless something really like pops out and like gets my attention. All right, I'm gonna keep like that. Oh, we got 3 notifications. Yeah, yeah. Oh, finally. She responded, I'm going to give her a like. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. How can you forget? How, according to, it's not 200. I thought it was $250,000 from Cherry. I didn't know it was a $500,000. That's what's even worse. I mean, if you notice, I'll never put little shit behind my PNG, like hashtag this, support that. I don't do that. Because, no, I don't want, my belt. Okay. Huh. What the fuck is that? Okay. This strange things you see on Twitter sometimes. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, there's nothing going on. Yeah, that's a good thing. Let's see. Nanners is streaming. Tyga is streaming. All right. Okay. Let's go to For You. Hopefully there'll be nothing. Ah. They keep the birds away. Okay. I wish I could do shit like that, by the way. I really do. Don't have really no freaking talent to draw or animate, but no, because I know they say don't ever say you're too old for stuff, but if I wish I would have done it younger. Well, I was got into drawing and all that stuff and cultivated it. Made a giant pizza for Hubcat. Been a Fortnite for. Okay, boss. Sorry. That would give me such an upset stomach. No. Does anybody talk listen to XQC about anything? I don't. Maybe he should stick with shit that he's good at. She poured concrete in a storm drain. Okay. Yeah, I was just sort of zoning out for a minute. I'm sorry. Best part about popcorn and pizza is pepperoni pop pizza. What? Okay, never mind. I don't give a shit. What's this? At least he's a good sport about it. Because it's his daughter. Donkey! The world's healthiest food for breast is the unhealthiest meat in the world is bacon. The healthiest fish in the world is salmon. The unhealthiest fish in the world is a puffer. Well, it's poisonous. Durian, spinach, well, potatoes, almonds, salt. No. Oh, I didn't know dark chocolate was. Palm oil. I never even heard of palm oil. Okay. No. No. He shoved his arm down a bear's throat. The bear gagged before letting go and running away. When the man found out he was hunting, he accidentally told him that big animals have strong gag reflexes. So when he tried to bite him, he sucked his fish right in the rope, which ended up saving his life. Okay. Didn't know that. Learned something new today. That's the Chicago. I don't know. I don't want you to know. The celebrities do really weird shit. I mean, come on. The moment little Iris sees a fish. It's like, give me the fucking fish! You bitch! You know it's a woman that's doing that stuff to him. I don't want to know. You ever seen a fighter jet on an aircraft carrier? Well, no, you have. This is whatever. Yes, I have, by the way. Fuck you. Hey, Riding with the pizza delivery driver to my house to deliver my... Okay. What the hell is he doing? I'm confused. Why did he have to walk on his hands? I mean, he could just carry the fucking dog. Yeah, why did he have to walk on his hands? That don't make no sense. It's just some people just want to be different, I guess. Yeah, Bears winning yesterday. Just I'm not a Packers fan. I'm a Bears fan, but I didn't think the Bears was going to win. I like the dog's hiding. I'm not going to fuck out until he just calms down. Yep. Okay. I think I have enough of that. When a high-speed train almost ended cycling's most dangerous race. Huh? I don't know about you all. I'm not going to sit there and... Yeah. Fucking train's coming. I'm not going to try to ride across the track on a fucking bike. Sounds goddamn stupid. Okay. Why don't you just smack it on the head and say bat snake? Well, then again, why don't you just leave it in a plastic fucking tub? Yeah, definitely not getting paid enough for that fucking job. I can tell you that much. That's really the last one shot by me when you just. All right. Well, only in Japan. All right. Let's see right here. Let's maintain. What is? He gives a shit what XQC has to say. Be honest about it. All right. I'm gonna wrap this up. Yeah, I wasn't not gonna spend too much longer on Twitter because I'll go on a rant about XQC and all that shit. It's like I don't give a flying fuck what XQC is about VTubing. He hates VTubers, so why should I care about what he has to say? Because he has no real logical argument about VTubers. There you go. There's my rant by XQC. But hey, if you made it this far, thank you so much. I know it wasn't a very long stream today. I am a little tired. I'm probably going to stream earlier tomorrow. Probably it may be a morning stream. I'm thinking. I may even stream later tonight. Maybe try to play Cyberpunk, but I don't know. My sleep pattern's all sorts of fucked up. But yeah, if you made this far, thank you so much. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Ring the notification bell so you get the posts about when I'm going to stream, or follow me on Twitter at stands off. So because then you get the full schedule of my streaming schedule. And I will see you later, if not for Cyberpunk, for Mass Effect. And I will see you then. Please join me for Mass Effect or Cyberpunk, because I'll probably tell a whole bunch of bad ex-wife jokes. All right, I will talk to you later. Thank you once again, and bye.